Hey, how's it going? Angelo here. Welcome back to another video. Today we're looking at my tournament pre-round routine. So what am I doing the 45 hour that I have before I tee it up on the first hole? So obviously this is going to be a fast-paced video. We're going to get through it quick. All right, so I've arrived at the course. First thing I do, go right to the putting green, and I use this golf ball to really help with my alignment. So I'll just work my way on some 4-footers, you know, around the hole, just to get, number one, my stroke going, because I'm not too worried about my stroke literally on the first couple. I just want to get my arms going, get the motion flow. So that's the main goal on the first couple putts. I'm just going to kind of get in here. How's the speed of the green? How are the greens rolling? I make a lot of interpretations and references within the first 5 minutes of being on the putting green. First, I'm trying to gauge how am I rolling the ball. So that's number one. How fast are the greens? And are there any other factors that are gonna cause the ball to either react differently off the club face or react differently on the green? And that those factors could be water, like an uneven cut, whatever it may be. Just work my way, you know, move back some distance. So hit this. All right, so now I'm feeling confident with my putting. Now I'm gonna take some tees out. I'm gonna set up a gate drill. Since I can't really put these in the green, I'm just gonna do it as like this. Normally be a straight putt, and all I'm doing here is I'm literally just stroking putt after putt into the back of the cup, just to hear the ball go in and see the ball go in. This is something that helps me build up that confidence before my round is even starting. I'm hitting all these putts and I'm seeing the ball go in, and that's a big thing. A lot of people are confused why they don't make a lot of putts. And to a certain extent, if you want to do something, you have to do it a lot. And if you're constantly putting and missing, you're gonna psychologically associate everything that you do when you putt to not working out. So if you keep on building up a good repetition and a good memory bank for your putts, you're gonna feel more confident and therefore make a lot more of it. So that's what I do, and I'll do that for about 5-10 minutes, just depending on how much time I've got. And then I may work around and hit like a couple 10-15 footers, something along these lines. Oh, almost made it. So I'll do that, and then at this point I'm off to the range. Primarily at my college events, we rarely bring the TrackMan, just because a lot of the time it's very fast paced, and typically there's just not a lot of time to really set up a TrackMan and get all 5 of the guys running through it on a driving range that's full of people. So to a certain extent, you got to minimize how much time you're spending in certain areas, just so that everybody has enough time to get their stuff done. So my college routine differs slightly on the range than my amateur golf routine. So in amateur golf, my normal pre-round warm-up is typically about 10 minutes longer, just because I have a little more time on the range to work my wedges, especially when I'm playing in a college event. And let's say we have 2 slots designated for the team, and that's very common. That happens a lot. You got 2 slots designated for the team, and you got 5 guys that are trying to hit. So you gotta be quick through it. So what I'll do typically is I'll take a 54. Because I'm a little proactive, I like getting to different spots before the crowd arrives. I'll typically be able to get a couple short pitches in, such as these. 5 of those before everybody else gets there. So I'll already have hit a couple wedges, and then I'll hit like 3 or 4 full swings. And at this point, I'm not trying to hit the ball. I'm just literally trying to get loose. That's the only goal when I'm on the range. I could care less of where the ball is going, how it's being hit. I'm just trying to warm up my body and just get a feeling for what's happening. And then depending again, if I'm in amateur golf or college golf, I'll go 48-degree next, which is my pitching wedge. But today I'm gonna go with 8-iron, because that's what I do. I go 54, 8-iron, 5-iron, 3-iron driver, or sometimes 3-wood driver in college golf. Amateur golf will go 54 pitching wedge, 8-iron, 6-iron, 4-iron, 3-wood driver. So there's 2-3 additional clubs, so that accounts for the extra 10 minutes in the one warm-up. But now I'm on my 8-iron. And you know, I'm still a little tight at this point when I'm on the range. So again, my first couple swings aren't going to be something crazy hard. You know, just loosening up the body, just getting my general motions down, and really feeling it. You know, if I'm playing, like at Chambers Bay, I had, for some reason, an uncanny amount of 5 irons on that course. So obviously when I was on the range, I didn't hit 6 irons, I didn't hit 4 irons, I hit 5 irons. I really like to get a feeling for the clubs that I'm most likely going to have that day. And you can normally predict what club you're going to have based on the yardages and the kind of the par 3s. Most of the time par 4s, I'm either 8 iron or below, 7 iron or below. The par 3s at Chambers were a little lengthened. For some reason I had a couple more 5 irons than any other club, so I decided to hit that. So right now I got a 5. I'm gonna roast about 4 or 5 of them. Normally, sometimes I've stood up there and gone in a college event and hit 2 5 irons on the range and walked off and let the other person go, just because if I'm hitting it well and you know I'm loose, there's no need to keep on ripping at it. That's just a pointless swing, in my opinion. Well, that was cannon. I actually hit the back wall with my 6 iron. So at this point, you can see there that swing was pretty loose. You know, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling nice. So now I've hit some 6 irons. You know, if I hit those 2 exactly the way I did in an event, I'd feel pretty confident moving on to the next club. Now the main objective with the 3 iron, actually 3 things. First, to get the full swing down. Get the swing off the tee down, because a lot of the time I'm going to have 1 or 2 of these off the tee in a round. And then thirdly, get the stinger down, because you never know when the stinger is going to come into play. So I'll hit 3 of each. I'll hit 2. Hit 1 off the ground and 1 stinger, just because I'm not going to tee one up. So that was a little heavy. So typically, if I did that on the range, I just take another one. So I'll hit another one. Alright, that was good. And lastly, snipe a little stinger. And then I'll normally move on to the 3-wood, but I'm just gonna end it at this point. Oh, that was just snipe too. So that was a great stinger. So now at that point, putting the 3 iron away, going to the 3-wood, roasting 2 or 3 with the 3-wood off the tee, and then roasting like 3 or 4 with the driver off the tee. And then at that point, you know, if I got some time and there's a chipping green available, I'll hit some chips. So I'll typically, most likely just take my 60, because at this point, I've got about 50 minutes till I need to be on the first tee. So I'll hit, you know, a couple bunker shots, probably a little grip below the green, and I gotta hit a soft one that lands soft. I'm gonna take my 6 and just hit like 3 or 4, get a feel for the greens, how they're spinning, how soft are they rolling out? Those are the 3 questions I'll answer. And at that point, I have a pretty good basis of what the course is doing. I've already been on the putting green earlier, and I've already got an idea of what's going on there. Swing feels fine, you know, I'm warm, ready to go. I've already hit all my clubs, and at this point, I've just done the last part. I've done my chipping, felt out how the ball is rolling around the greens, how it's reacting, how it's spinning, all important things to figure out. And then at this point, I'm heading back to the first tee. And now this is when, you know, some things in my routine change. Sometimes I'll go back and just hit a couple of short putts, keep my mind off the round until I need to get out there. Or I'll just, you know, kind of make my rounds, just do some walking, fill up my water bottle, just make sure all my essentials are in my bag that I need. I might talk to my parents for a couple minutes, might talk to my coaches, with my other teammates, strategize a bit. But other than that, I mean, that's pretty much the conclusion. Now, once I walk off the chipping green, I don't anticipate getting a lot more work in, other than moving back to the putting green about 5 minutes before I tee off and just hit some longer lag putts, just get a feel for the speed of the greens. But yeah, that's pretty much my entire pre-round routine. I kind of ran through that as fast as I possibly could. Hope this video doesn't turn out too long. I'll see when I edit it what kind of treat I'm in for. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Leave a like below if you enjoyed it. I know a lot of you guys enjoyed the other tips video I put out a couple days ago. So hopefully this is fulfilling the needs of you guys. So leave a like below if you enjoyed it, and have a good day. Take care. Bye.